Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I've got quite a few comments and DMs on how to trade on PrimeXBT. Thought I'd make a quick video. I'm kind of just going to wing it because I've been using the platform now, and this is my only platform I've been trading on for over 2 years now, mainly because there's no KYC. I love no KYC. They're very legit. Withdrawals are processed in time, so on and so forth. If you want to follow along on this video for learning purposes, prior, I recommend if you can to help keep my channel free, go to my Twitter page or YouTube and sign up using my referral link here on my Twitter page or on any of my videos under the description. You can find my referral link here, and you can get yourself some nice discounts on fees if you're, especially if you're scalping. 50% off fees add up quick. ST 50% fees or ST 7% deposit bonus. These will only work with my link, but I recommend using them. Obviously, it's free money and cash back. So I think they're good each for 30 days. But once you hit the rollover, you should be good. But if you want to follow along. Uh, if you log into your account, this is going to be your main homepage. So, and I'll kind of go through everything here, and then we'll go through a couple trades I'll show you. This is an old legacy Dust account, so I thought I'd bring it back and kind of show you guys. Just maybe enter a trade and then close a trade as well. So, as you can see, as of right now, you can have 5 main accounts. With wallets with PrimeXBT. You can deposit Bitcoin, Ether, Tether, USD coin, and their co-vesting coin. These are your margin trade accounts. Right now I have one, it looks like for margin, Ether, margin, BTC, Ether, margin, USDT. I generally trade in and out of USD coin or Tether, USDT, when I think Bitcoin is going to continue to go down, which I do in the coming months. So generally I am not trading in Bitcoin. I trade in and out of USD to preserve capital. If you want to open up a new quick margin trading account, say you want to trade in USD coin. So say you're going to deposit USD coin, simply just, click deposit. Here's your address, copy the address, send it to the address, and it'll deposit in your wallet. Now you can't trade USD coin until you open a margin trading account. So just to open one, click on open new account. We're going to choose USD coin. Here's your new account interface, and as you can see, going back to the main page, your USD account is now open. So if you did deposit up here in the wallet, you can't trade from your wallet. You're going to have to deposit funds from your wallet to your USDC account, and so you're going to have to fund it right once you deposit funds in there. And the same thing with withdrawing, back to your wallet, and then simply for withdrawals, you just choose your address that you want, how much, so on and so forth, how much BTC you want to, remove, and go from there. Let's see what else. Just on here, you can buy crypto from directly from here with Coinify and Paxful. If you do not want to use, your own personal, or if you want to deposit, they offer some rewards here. Again, no KYC is not required, but they do give you some nice bonuses and rewards here. If you trade $1,000, 100,000 whale trader, if you roll over 3 million, they give you a bonus 500 here. Invite 3 friends, $60 bonus, so on and so forth. Promo codes, you can enter your promo codes here. So if you wanted to say, hey, grab this 50% off fees here on your new, say, USD account, just copy and paste that. Let's move over to the USD account. So here's the promo codes. You can move over to the USDC account and just copy and paste that promo code here, ST 50% off fees, activate. It will show up down here. And you'll get 50% off fees. Looks like a 2-week period. So, I mean, that adds up quick if you're scalping. Same thing if you wanted to do 7%, say, deposit bonus on your next deposit. You can add to that as well, activate. You can use these on all these accounts, actually. These codes will work on every single one of the accounts. Just don't activate them all at once. So once these expire, you can actually trade on another account. They do offer swaps as well on the exchange. So if you wanted to, swap or exchange your Bitcoin in your wallet, I will just show you. Click on your, say, your small, like I don't have a small amount here, but say you wanted to turn it into Ether, Bitcoin, exchange, max amount, say. So there is a minimum amount here, so I can't exchange it. But the point being is you can choose what you want to swap it from. So BTC to say USDC coin. If I had the minimum amount here, it will give you the conversion. You can exchange right directly from here. This is your referrals, your network. This is your sign up referrals after signing up for PrimeXBT. You can just give this directly over to any of your friends or family or whoever acquaintances you'll earn 20, 15, 10, 5% off their trading fees. So it could add up if you get some big traders. Here you can grab your reports. This is, like I said, really old account, but you can grab reports from here to here, get a statement, and it'll give you all your trading details. This is just your settings now. Like I said, you can verify account verification here. You can add a bot for Twitter. You can Google Authenticator, change your password settings, so on and so forth. Other than that, like I said, they offer, before we get into the trading, they offer copy trading. If you wanted to create one, you can, create a nice copy trading portfolio and hopefully get some people to follow you. You can go to my strategies if you wanted to create a strategy, wall of fame, yeah, this guy, he nailed it. So on and so forth. This is your rating. If you wanted to join or follow strategy, you can follow strategy here. It gives you the tiers, I believe. I haven't looked at this in a while, but you buy Cove, Covesting coin, and you stake it, and you can get up these. You can add up profit shares. I think this shows you my Cove all. If you go, like I said, this is copy trading. This kind of shows you what, if you're elite, if you put 20,000 Cove in, this is what you get for the copy share. Even the trading discount is huge on the platform if you are creating a strategy. They also, I don't use the yield, but they do offer, again, same thing. If you stake USD, Ether, USD coin, start earning 1% a year on some of those coins. They also offer contests. This is a nice way for people to, say, practice trading and see where you're at. And you can join these. They offer them weekly. As you can see, they get 1,000 USDT given away. 500 for first place, 350 for second, 150. You can just practice, right? And they're just a weekly contest if you wanted to join, right? Create a nickname, Shadow, right? Confirm, join the contests. And yeah, looks like I joined some there for fun a while ago. Let's see. Other than that, just trading, right? So let's take a few examples here. So if you want to go to your trading account, go up here to the trade, or you can click here and click trade after you fund your account. And here's your main interface, what's going to pop up. This is highly customizable. So if you click on any of these three little arrows up here, you can customize this on exactly what you want your columns to take. I just like type, side, size, price, take profit, stop loss. But you can literally bring all these in if you want. These are your open orders waiting to fill. These are your positions that you are in. Obviously, here's your balance, any reward balance if you have, equity, your total equity between the reward and your balance, your unrealized P&L, used margin, available margin, and what percentage of available margin. And PrimeXBT offers 200x leverage. I never like to go above 10, maybe scalps 20x. But as you can see, if you have 50 bucks in here, $50 USD, if they offer 200x, 50 times 200 is 10,000. So you're going to be able to trade with $10,000. I do not recommend that, but you will get liquidated quick. But you can also make a lot, but I don't recommend it. Here you can trade Forex, CFD, all markets. So all markets obviously brings up all markets. CFD brings up your indices, your gold, so on and so forth. I love trading indices. As you can tell, I post a lot of charts on Twitter on indices. I don't so much trade the gold, but you can silver, so on and so forth. Obviously, they offer an extensive list for Forex if you're into Forex, and then your crypto list. They have a pretty nice list of crypto as well. But generally, I only stick with Ether and Bitcoin. I like to perfect a few. Simply put, if you pull up the charts, let's zoom in and look for a trade real quick, see if anything's happening. So nothing's really happening. As you know, this could have, this would have been a nice short. As you know, with my methodology, all I do is have AO. If you have AO, it's under the indicators, and you can just type AO, and it's called the Awesome Oscillator, and just add that to your indicators if you want to follow how I trade. I also have the countdown timer, very important because I'll always enter the trades in halfway through a bar generally. So just right click in trading view, this column, and you can countdown bar to close. And you can also have it in here. They offer, I'm not sure if they have the countdown bar in here. I mean, I don't actually use, I only use Trading View and BitMEX, but I'm sure they offer the countdown here. But I only use Trading View to trade. So, but yep, there's your countdown bar. And as you can see, this last short here was where the price action stayed level, right? But then it got much weaker on the AO. And I'm on the 3-minute chart just to show you guys scalps right now. And I'm on the 3-minute chart here. You can choose everything. I have a lot of fib numbers. You can add, take away. So you can see all the minutes I have, all the hourly charts, all the charts from 1 day up to 12 months. I've just added them over time. So what happened here, as you can see, price bursts up, tries to break above your 167 or so. Price range on Bitcoin tries to push up again, pushes up a little higher, but more or less you can tell this is flat. So push goes back green, tries to break, but never breaks its previous peak. You can see momentum's weakening. This would have been the bar you shorted on right here when it comes up green, doesn't break above the previous peak. The red bar you would short here on the 3-minute chart. Obviously on lower time frames, your profit's going to be less. And then you could have scalped 30, 40 points on the way down. Nothing huge, but you only need, with 50% off fees, 7 to 8 point moves for profit. So you put a couple BTC on a short with 30, 40 point dollars down, you're talking $50, $60 profit right there, quick in and out. This is just the 3-minute chart. And then same thing with the longs, right? I look for multiple peaks, alternating colors. This is a beautiful price action. I like when price is flat or pushing, driving up or down. But as you can see, price is trying to drive down. It's actually getting stronger and stronger momentum. So, you have a relatively flat here. This is a huge divergence where price is trying to drive down, but the momentum is actually strengthening. So here's your peak is alternating color from red to green. You have a peak here. You have a peak from red to green here, but it weakened, right? It's a lower peak. You can see the red bar is a little stronger. So when you're below this balance line of 0, you're only looking for longs. When you're above it, you're only looking for shorts. So you would have took the long on the alternating peak. It didn't break. Here's the peak. You would have longed here, right? On the 3-minute time frame. And now you can actually see, and I'm just going to take an order if we lose or not. Now it's not, right now, there's no indicator, right? There's no double peak, but it looks like it's about to turn green, the momentum. So let's just see if we can scalp. But I'm just going to put a trade in for you guys on PrimeXBT. Pretend this was a double peak. We're getting the green indicator to long. We're below the balance line of 0.0. So say we get the long signal. Double peak down, weaker. So say we got the long signal. Say it looked something like this. A couple green bars, couple red bars come in, another green never breaks, and it just bounces up. So say we're over here, with the green bar finally coming in, we want a long. Now you have to calculate your leverage or margin usage yourself. So I don't have $10,000 to trade. So that's $10,000 is about 0.5 Bitcoin. So let's just put a 20% leverage trade in. So that will be, I believe, about 0.1 if my math is correct. Let's just long 0.1 for fun. So all you're going to do is click buy Bitcoin. You can place it in here or click buy 0.1 Bitcoin is what we're going to long buy. Or you can, if we're about to short, sell it. But we're going to buy in this case. It looks like, as you can see, we're about to turn green here, but I would have liked to double peak, but I'm just doing this for educational purposes. We're going to long 0.01. You can also place your take profits and stop losses at the same time. So let's just say we want to do a 50-point move. That's the minimum step size, in theory, pips, including your decimal places of tenths. 50-point move is 500. Okay, so let's just see if we can scalp a 50-point move. And you can I'm going to show you how to close manually too. So once I send this order in, I'm going to market it. They also offer limit, stop, and OCO orders. I generally just do markets with my method. So we're going to send this order. Okay, so I have my take profits for $50. So it would have to bounce up 50 and get to 183 to clear. But we're going to send this order at 0.1. That's about 20%. Should be about 20% margin. And I think it's because my account, actually I never verified it because I think I logged in by the US, but I can't actually, it looks like trade on this one. Yeah, that's okay though. Anyway, that's how you trade and enter an order. Pretty simple. I should have probably verified this prior to doing the video. But anyway, yeah, like I said, a legacy account. If I didn't verify it, they're not going to let me trade on it. If you're from the United States. If you are from the United States, you can trade on PrimeXBT, but you just have to NordVPN in and create the account in a different country. That's accepted. So yeah, so I'm being rejected. It's because I am not verified, but that's okay. Other than that, yeah, that's it. If you wanted to short it, if we were on a short, you sell. You can take your place your take profits and stop losses here. I wish I could show you the orders, so I will actually have to pull up another account and create another video for that. That is okay. Not an issue. I'll do that this week. Simply put, that's it. When the order does get placed, I keep trying to try it, you will see the position on a long. It'll give you all your profit, take profit, stop losses, so on and so forth. Let's see, what else do I want to go through? Yeah, that's really it, guys. It's pretty straightforward, the platform. I will create a supplement video on how to actually take this order, but that's exactly all you do. You just take it. You can take your place stops and your take profits immediately. When it does show up, down here, you can just double click the order and it'll bring up, if you want to adjust your take profits and stop losses. You'll have a small little X over here if you want to actually close out your order early. Say it's tanking and you're just not comfortable in the trade, or say you're in profit and you just want to close a portion of your trade. You can close portions of your trade out at a time. So say you're long 0.1 Bitcoin, you can close out 0.01 of your Bitcoin or 10% of your position. I think that's really all I wanted to show you guys to kind of start this. I'm trying to get the order in, but I don't think it's going to let me. But that's okay. Overall, I think you get, and I don't think they're going to let me even. Yeah, it's just because I never verified this account. If you log in from the United States, you just, if you're in the United States, you're not allowed to trade on the platform, but you can. I don't think they're going to let me fund it either, even with yeah, they're not going to let me fund it either because it's an old legacy account, but it is what it is. As you can see, I haven't used this account even for, if you look at my trade history, back in January. So, and it was for a learning account, just taking trades on it, but I haven't used it since January. Again, don't log in from the United States. And you'll find your account in this. But even if you do log in from the United States, they give you a couple weeks to withdraw all your funds. It's not a big deal. And you create a new account. But Let's see a couple more times if I can take this order. If I not, I'm going to. And you can actually see your margin impact here. So it's 0.00025. So if you did the calculation here, this is 10%. So I was right on when I said about 20% of my margin impact. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I will post a supplement follow-up video with another account here now, since I can't take the trade. We'll actually get in a live trade and actually show you exactly what the position looks like. So I will post a follow-up video. Other than that, let's just kind of go through a few more of the markets. Let's just see if anything's looking healthy. So let's just clear everything out, remove drawings, reset. Um, yeah, okay. So we are really squeezing. As you can see, we are now squeezing for one day, 22 hours in a 300 point range. So it's not really beneficial to even trade this. If you're scalping lower time frames, and if you don't have any volatility, all I do is recommend like this, there's zero volatility, right? You're going to have to take even on higher time frames, really tighter stops and smaller take profits. So hopefully we'll break out, but it's looking actually bullish, at the moment. As you can see, the momentum is strengthening. Price is fairly flat on the 2H. Momentum strengthening. So it does look like, maybe we break up here first and retest 19.6 or so. So maybe, right? I don't know. I'm not going to take it because it's really awful against the backdrop. It's just I don't know. I until we break. I know I posted this weekly chart earlier, and as you can see, we're squeezing, but it doesn't mean we're going to break up. I'm not a big fan of patterns, but we're in a descending triangle. A lot of times they say descendings will break up, right? But in my experience, all these patterns are about 50-50%. We're very flat on price, right? Holding the line at 18,000. This is looking very strong. But again, futures markets will open. I don't know if we tank go up. I mean, right now on the weekly, it's looking fairly bullish and looks like for a pop up, but I'm not going to take it. The CPI, right now, the CPI numbers came out last week. They were awful, and I'm expecting U.S. indices when we open here, I believe in 3 hours or so, they're gonna probably. I mean, I'm expecting them to tank. Let's see where Nasdaq ended up, and as you can see, the weekly on the Nasdaq's been brutal. U.S. 500 brutal, but it's looking as of right now. But I don't know where this weekly is going to open, if it's going to be green or not. So we'll have to watch it. But I mean, you're getting a nice divergence, price going down while momentum is strengthening. So you'd want to long US 500. And since Bitcoin follows US 500, you'll want to long that once we get the next green bar on the weekly. So I'll probably wait for this green weekly. It might not turn green, but remember these can alternate from red to green as they're forming the bar. So that's why I don't like taking trades until they're halfway through the bar. At least. So let's zoom in a little on the 3-day. So 3 days looking okay too for bullish right now, but I don't like this. So I would prefer all this to would have been under here. So I'm not very content with that. Even though we are seeing you can see the divergence here. So, but I don't like it just because of this blip up here. I would have liked all these bars to stay below the balance line. So I'm going to ignore that. Daily's looking pretty good, actually. I really like the daily. So maybe upon open, as you can see, really price, it's a wick. Price try to break down. So I think the daily is looking for some nice longs here, right, on US 500. And Bitcoin should follow to open the week. Here is the price drives down, tries, fails, momentum strengthening. Get your bar of green. So I'm going to put some longs in today, see if we can get a nice Monday pump before we probably tank going into Friday. It seems like a common theme. So I'm going to get some nice longs in, I think, today. I don't know if we're going to get up that high, but, at least maybe retest this area. Somewhere in here, maybe, would be my targets for the week. So, and take profits on the way up, raise your stops, so on and so forth. So yeah, US 500, and Bitcoin follows US 500, so that's looking good. Continue zooming in. Reset the drying chart. Same thing. Look, looking strong on the 12-hour. And your longs actually, see, everything stayed under here, even at this pump. So your longs would have been on this bar here. So as you can see, flat. I don't like it when it's right, price is rising with it. I like it flat or down, creating that slope divergence, that nice slope divergence between the two. And you would have longed this bar halfway in. So if it's a 12-hour chart, you would have longed about 6 hours in if it stayed green, and then you would have longed it. Now, if you don't get greedy, say you got in somewhere in the middle of the bar over the next 12 hours, you could have gave yourself a 3% gain unleveraged, and that's huge. You don't have to trade leverage, but it's just patience on these time frames. Same thing here. Look at the price on the 12H, and I'm going to show you the short. Let's just date it back. If you're patient, I mean, some of them take days to play out, right, until you get the entry. But as you can see, price is driving down, so you got slope driving down. You got your double peak. It's strengthening. You would have longed on, didn't break down on this peak, you would have longed on this bar, right? So longed on this bar. And don't get greedy on the way up, but the total move, if you got in the middle, was a 5% up. And again, this was back on September 8th. This was the last signal. This signal just happened on October 22nd on the 12-hour time frame. So you're talking over a month between them. Now let's look at the shorts. As you can see, the price, you're above the balance line, 0.0. You got the shorts. You would have first initially shorted here as it weakened. You got two peaks, right? You had initially shorted, peak, didn't, price tried to break up here, didn't, red. Okay, so you short here. Don't get scared in these, especially on higher time frames. So you short here, okay? Then it tries to break again, doesn't break above this previous peak, right? Drives up hard. Again, so you can see the slope's going down, price is moving up. Short again here. Triggered, add to your shorts. Don't get scared. Add to your shorts. And then all of a sudden, in the coming days, a day or two later, could have grabbed yourself a nice 9% profit move. And all of a sudden, this trade that was underwater, and if you got in, this is a very tight bar, if you got in, it was 4% underwater at one point. Then all of a sudden you turn your trade into a winning trade of 6%, possibly. And I usually don't catch all that move. I mean, I'm going to close at 2-3% and be happy. Don't get greedy because you can turn from green to red quickly. And that's it, just over and over. And if you really look at it, since August 22nd, and we're in October, right? So 2 months. 1, 2, 3, and then here's your fourth. You would have only had 4 trades triggered on the 12-hour time frame, right? 4 trades triggered over a 2-month period, and that's not a lot. God, that's an awful green. Okay, that's not a lot, right? And this is where patience comes in, and on every time frame. So that's the 12-hour. Zoom in, and you're going to get more trades in those 2 months. But the 12-hour time frame only yielded a couple trades over literally a full 2 months. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments. I will post this video today. Let's see. I'm going to try one more time just to send this order. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah. So This is my fault. I logged in from the USA and then I obviously never KYC'd. So if you are from the USA, you just got to stay on Nord. If you're from anywhere else in the world, you are good to go. Other than that, I hope this you found this video educational. And if you have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter or in the comments below. We will chat soon.